and welcome to Beauty Roundup. This is a brand new series I am doing here on my channel where the very end of every single month we're gonna come on here and we're gonna round up all the beauty news, all the new releases, all the drama, all the different things. Everyone will have a little bit different amounts of time allotted depending on what happened in the beauty world, and we're gonna talk about it. Hi, welcome if you are brand new here. My name is Emma and I'm so glad to have you here with me today where we just talk makeup. We talk makeup, we talk beauty, we talk all the fun, unimportant things. If you are returning, hi, welcome back. I am so glad you are continuing to watch my content and I hope you'll enjoy this one as well. If you watched some of my previous videos, I have touched here and there on how I was trying to find a balance in what I want to talk about because I don't want to become a channel that's just telling you to always buy new stuff. But I also don't want to be a channel that is only project panning or only use what you have. I feel like there's balance that can be had. And I think this is in that step forward of balance where we'll have one video a month where I come on and I talk nothing but new releases, my thoughts on them. Will I buy them? Won't I buy them? Will they make it to my wish list? And then, as time allows, maybe even some tea. All right, let's jump right in to today's video. So I'm kind of off-centered, hoping that I'm giving enough space here to put pictures of the things I'm talking about without it like covering my face. This is my first time trying a video like this, so excuse me if it is wrong or if it just doesn't work. We'll play with it as we go, okay? A lot of the makeup releases that I'm going to talk about, I am finding over on Trend Mood's Instagram page. So if you want more details on any of those, or if you want to see things that I skipped over, go ahead and hop over to Trend Mood's page on Instagram. But then I'm also talking other things that I just follow that I know are coming and things I want to talk about. All right, so we're not going to go through every single thing on Trend Mood's page because I'm not a Trend Mood reviewer, okay? But this page has quite a lot of different releases, so let's go. So brands seem to already be jumping on the comedic side of collaborations, is what I call it. And there's two that I'm going to talk about right now. The first is this Cheez-Its nail polish. For those of you who are obsessed with Cheez-Its and want a nail polish to look like it, you have this available to you. No, we're not on April Fool's yet. It's not terrible. The colors actually look fun. It's just a hilarious collaboration to me. Will I buy it? Not at all. The orange does look nice, but not enough for me to buy the pack. The other funny collaboration I saw, which I think is already somehow sold out, it's ranch chapstick. Apparently there's 4 flavors, scents, I don't know. Instantly when I saw this, I was looking at the date thinking it was April Fool's. We're not anywhere close. This was not an April Fool's joke. This actually happened. I think this was sparked based on an April Fool's post that happened a couple years ago. And they just decided it got such great response that they decided to do a limited edition. Would I buy it? No, not at all. Sephora has been releasing new packs, like Sephora favorite packs, which are normally released a lot of times around the holidays, but they're now releasing a couple other ones. This first one here actually looks really like a good pack. This is the Perfect Pout Lip Kit. It is $34. It includes a full-size Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium. Then it includes a full-size Glossier Ultra Lip, and then it has Clarins Lip Oil and Rare Beauty matte lipstick, which is another full-size, and then it also includes the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump. I don't think that one's a full-size, so it looks like 3 full-size and 2 not full-size possibly. But for $34, that's a really good deal. Like if these are colors that you feel like would work for your skin and colors you enjoy wearing, this would be a great time, a great kit to get to test out the waters of these different formulas. The other Sephora kits, oh, where'd they go? Then Sephora Favorites is also doing perfume samplers. Looks like they're a bit more expensive, but you know, that's to be expected for perfume. We're looking at like $82, but it comes with 5 sample size fragrances, but they look bigger than a little sample. And then they had a couple other makeup ones that that were talked about. Let's see if I can find those. Okay, and then it looks like for sure in Sephora Canada, I don't know if it's going to be in the US, they have a couple different packs. Some have like the all-nighter setting spray and some NARS products and some Tower 28 products. It actually, okay, so it's their Lunar New Year makeup superstars. From this post, it looks like it might only be available in Canada. I'm not 100% sure, but that's going to be for $69. And it looks like at least 5 of the items are full size. Okay, and then there's a Year of the Dragon set as well, which has some different items. That's going to be $75. So just Sephora, I think, is doing good keeping up with those. I call them introduction to makeup packs or introduction to bougie brands packs. I do think that those are kind of cool if you have a Sephora near you that you can buy them from. I don't order anything online from Sephora, and I don't personally live near Sephora anymore, so unfortunately I won't be picking those up, but if I did, I would definitely be looking into that lipstick one. Speaking of all of the Lunar New Year stuff, we've got lots of brands coming out with lots of different things. We have a few products coming out from Tower 28. This is a collaboration for the Lunar New Year, celebrating the Year of the Dragon, which when I first, not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I was like, what does Kung Fu Panda have to do with the Year of the Dragon? He's a panda. And then I remembered the movie and I was like, oh, that's right, he's trying to become a dragon warrior. And so then it made sense, but still, it doesn't make as much sense, but it's a cute thing. I feel like it could have been done differently, and the products aren't ones that really are enticing to me, but it's cute. And then Benefit Cosmetics is also doing some Lunar New Year stuff. It looks like we have a baby pink gold shimmer and a primer and this splash tint heat wave. I'm not sure what that is, but this shimmer, this looks beautiful. Depending on cost, depending on how much is available, I would consider buying this, but at the same time, knowing that it's a limited edition kind of makes me like, maybe I won't, because I'll be limited on how much I can really talk about it on my channel. So it's more like, will I just use it for my personal use? And yes, it does look like something I'd use personally, but I don't know if I want it that much. So it looks like we are starting off strong in this new year with foundations. We have brands from Bare Minerals announcing and releasing new foundations. All the way to drugstore stuff. Maybelline has some new ones that are starting to release in Asia and looks like they will release later on everywhere else. Then we have fancier brands like Louboutin Beauty, who release some that would never be anything I would probably ever buy. But, you know, if you're in a tax bracket and that's how you like to spend your money, good for you, go for it. It looks like we're having some skin tints that are coming out, but most of it's kind of in Europe and Asia first, and then it looks like it's going to come here depending on how it does. I'm not quite sure why they're doing that with a lot of these foundation releases that I've been seeing, but that's just something coming up. Valentine's releases are coming in strong. ColourPop's Valentine's release, the packaging looks adorable. Unfortunately, these aren't really colors I gravitate towards or products that I really feel like I need in my life. So this is not a release I would go for. Valentine's releases aren't typically things I go for. anyway. But the packaging is freaking adorable. Like, it's adorable. So if these are colors you like, this is really cute packaging. Speaking of Valentine's Day, it looks like Sol de Janeiro has a new possible Valentine's Day scent. I've never tried any of these. Apparently, I believe they just started being sold in Ulta. We're not quite sure if they're gonna have Ulta exclusive or if they're gonna sell all of their normal things there or what, but apparently you can now pick this line up there. But this scent, people are really excited for. I've never tried this brand. Is this a fragrance that I need to try? Let me know. Apparently Trader Joe's is jumping on the Valentine's release with some lip mask duos and some Brazil nut body oils. Those do not at all entice me, but the lip mask duo are like cherry berry scented, and then the Brazilian nut, I believe, yeah, it says it's a salted caramel with pistachio scent. Again, not something that entices me, but if it entices you, that's something to check out. Oh, okay, here's the other foundation thing I was going to mention. It is the Kosas BB Burst. And it also reminds me of another one, the CoverGirl one that came out, I think, the end of December. I don't know, this one looks a lot better. But I've never tried any Kosas products, but for some reason this one is calling my name. The packaging is really cute, and I feel like it's different from what a lot of packaging is right now, which is very boring. And while this isn't like super fancy or super like fun, I don't know, there's something about the yellow and the blue that just is making me like, oh, that's fun. It makes me think of summer. But this is a BB Burst Tinted Moisturizer Gel Cream with copper peptides. I don't know what that means for my skin, but it sounds fun. It says a clean tinted gel cream that delivers a refreshing burst of active skincare, lightweight yet buildable coverage, and a smooth, hydrated natural finish. So that one looks fun, and it looks like there's an okay shade range. Because it's a tinted moisturizer, I think they can typically get away with less shades because it's not meant to give you like a full coverage look. But I will say I think that they could have added a few more. But it looks fun. Looks hydrating. Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit of drama with this release. ColourPop did another thing that's already been released, and it's already sold out. Do you know what I'm talking about? It is the ColourPop and Twilight collaboration. That went over not well at all. I don't think I've seen this much anger towards ColourPop or really towards any makeup release in a very, very long time. Apparently they sold out before they even said that they were live on a couple different, on their site and as well on Ulta. It looks like a really cute set. I personally, don't come for me, I liked Twilight, but I didn't love it. So like the actual collaboration didn't entice me, but the color story of the palette did. Like this thing is actually really, really pretty, especially when I saw swatches of it. Absolutely love it. They have announced that they will, I think they announced that they will be doing another release because they didn't apparently expect this to go over so well. I don't know how they didn't, because the people who loved Twilight loved it, like insanely loved it, and they're still around. And they're everywhere. They're getting matching tattoos with their friends still of this. Yeah, okay. So the other products in the line didn't entice me at all. But the palette itself looked nice, but it's not something I would go and try to take away from a true Twilight fan because I don't love it that much. Kim Kardashian is bringing her makeup line back under her Skims brand. So the makeup line is going to be Skin, SKKN. And it looks like it's going to be sold under the Skims umbrella, maybe? I don't know. It kind of looks like the same type of branding. Very boring branding to me, but also I like it, even though it's very boring. I like the the lip shades are getting a lot of talk about them being so close to each other. And I understand that, but also I like that there's so many that are so close to each other because every skin tone has different ways that they react with the different colors. And so I like that there's so many so close to each other. But with that, I do think there should have been a larger shade range. But I think it looks like she's playing it safe. So she's coming out with the lip products and then with this palette looks boring. If these are your colors, it looks like it'll be a great palette. But if you're somebody who really doesn't gravitate towards those type of colors that often, I don't think it's gonna be worth getting. There's so many on the market already that we know the formula of. Just made 2 cents. So no, I probably won't be buying anything from this line, at least right now. We do have a big new brand launch. Well, new to the United States, that is. This brand is coming, I believe, from Australia. Yeah, this brand is coming to us from Australia. They're gonna be sold in, I believe it was, yeah, the full line that's coming to America will be available mid-February online, and it said over 1,800 Kroger owned stores like Ralph's, Fred Meyer's, Smith's, King's Shoppers, Pick and Save stores, Dillon's, City Market, and so many other Kroger owned stores. I don't buy makeup in my grocery stores because they're almost always much more expensive than buying it elsewhere. So I just stopped looking. So the fact that they're coming directly to grocery stores is hilarious to me. But I'm intrigued by this brand. So this brand is Emco Beauty. Maybe that's how it's said. I'm not sure. Miko Beauty. I don't know. You guys are probably laughing at me. But looking at all the stuff that they're going to be launching, every single item looks like it's a dupe. And I am here for it. e.l.f. has been duping everybody. All these other brands have been duping all of the higher end brands. But to have a brand coming that's literally just selling dupes, this is kind of intriguing. And you can tell straight up that they are dupes. Because, like, look at this. This looks like the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. Even the packaging looks like it. This, what does that look like? What about just all of these? Like, they all just look like exact dupes. So I'm actually excited. It's supposed to be affordable. All their products are $30 or under, but I'm sorry. Is $30 considered affordable? Like the foundation that CoverGirl released with like the bubbles or the dots or something in them is $21.99. I don't consider that affordable. How is that drugstore? But I am excited for this, and I am intrigued, and I want to try everything. So I really hope it comes to stores near me. I do have, I think, at least one Kroger-owned store in my town. Then we have Milk Makeup coming out with these cooling water jelly tint sheer lip and cheek stain. These look like candy. They look like those push pop candies to me. Is that what they were going for? They look intriguing, but I can't see myself using these. So no, I would not buy them. I would not. So changing gears a little bit to things that aren't listed on Trendmood, we have Glamlight is releasing their Valentine's Day collection. This is the Betty Boop and Glamlight collaboration. It looks like lip products. I know that that's what Betty Boop is very known for. And it looks like this is releasing this Friday. So if you want to check that out, that is there. Then they're still talking their a hottest makeup collection in the world launching this winter. This is their Kiss and Glam Light. I thought that their Kiss one was going to be their Valentine's Day one, but I guess maybe it's getting moved because I don't see a actual date for that anymore. So maybe they just swapped release dates for that. I have been recently enjoying Glam Light. I'm not sure. Depends on the shade. Depending on the shade of the Betty Boop one, I might get it because I do like reds. But if there's only one shade, then I probably won't. If there's multiple shades, I'd be more inclined to give it a try. Then let's talk about Nomad Cosmetics. Nomad Cosmetics just released their first palette of 2024 and it is gorgeous. It's not exactly what I was expecting. When they were first talking about it, I was expecting slightly different colors. I was expecting completely different location. The location, I get it, but it's not what I would have done for this location. So the palette is New Zealand stargazing, and when I first see New Zealand, these are not colors that I see. I see greens, I see Hobbiton, I see lots of different things. So to have it be a night one, a stargazing one, did a couple things. One, it just kind of was like, wait, that doesn't seem to fit, but at the same time it opened my eyes to other aspects and other colors of New Zealand. So I like it, and I was kind of iffy on it. The colors themselves, I feel like I personally would only use about half of the palette. I have to see more swatches. It does look like beautiful palette. I love their formula. I love the look of this palette, but I don't know that I would personally get that much use from this. So I'm actually kind of holding off on this. And if I order a palette that they release later down the road and this one happens to be there, maybe I'll get it. For right now, I'm not going to though. But if these are a color story that you do like, and this is a color story that works for you, their formula of everything I've tried from them has been beautiful. And so I would recommend it, even though it's not one I think I will buy, at least not right now. So going back into drugstore really quickly, we have this one that is high on my list. I will probably buy at least one of these. They are bringing back from CoverGirl the lip stains, and it looks like we've got a decent shade range here, and I'm excited for this. I want to get the orangey one. Does that surprise any of you? Plus also maybe a purple. Maybe a red? I don't want the pink. I'm gonna only get one. I promise. I'm only going to get one. I promise. Do you guys remember those? Did you ever use those? Those are definitely something that used to be very popular, then they went away for a long time, so I'm excited to see them back because I missed them. So those are all the new releases that I was gonna touch on. Are there any releases that I've missed that you think I should know about, that you think I would like? Let me know in the comments below. As far as Beauty World tea goes, woo, January. That cold snap hit everybody. And I think a lot of people snapped because we had a lot of things, just the top of the iceberg, which I'm not going to go into big details because in all honesty, I don't follow these dramas that much, so I don't know the ins and outs, and I don't want to say something wrong. But a creator who makes a self-tanning product came after Michaela on TikTok and was saying he put in all this money because she told him she was going to give him a review, and he wanted to be prepared for what could come from the review so that he didn't have angry customers. She didn't make the review, and now he's mad because he spent all this money and invested in it. You know, that's kind of the way the world goes. You can't rely on anybody else for your business. So I hope that if his product is good, he is able to sell it and not have a dramatic loss that takes him out. But yeah, the whole drama around it ultimately comes down to him feeling like because she verbally said that she would do a review, that she should have done a review. And on a personal level, I can absolutely see that, and I can absolutely agree with that. However, on a business level, if there's not a contract, you cannot plan for something like that. No contract, no plan. Personal level, it's kind of rude. It's very rude. But business level, contract, people. Other dramas was, of course, the ColourPop release with Twilight and how that went down. What was the other drama? There was another very big drama. See, I don't follow the dramas enough to stay in them, so they just kind of flutter away. Oh, okay. One was that Jaclyn Cosmetics officially came out and said her doors are closing on her makeup line. She hopes later on down the road to come back with something along those lines, but probably not under that same name, because from everything we can tell, she doesn't actually own that name. There was some speculation there whether or not this was actually coming from her, or if this was coming from the people who actually own her, which I believe is Morphe. I could be completely wrong on that. But it seemed like it was something that she said so that they wouldn't. Like, she would rather it come from her. But yet her stuff wasn't on a drastic sale. It's on the same sale it was on all December and November. And apparently people aren't getting their orders. So hopefully they're fixing that. But then the other drama that I wanted to touch on was kids' skincare. If you are in the beauty world at all, you've probably heard of the 10 to 14-year-olds who are going into Sephora, more specifically Ulta sometimes, to the higher brand skincare, and number one, destroying the displays, making them disgusting, using them all up, but then also just buying it all and using it all. And the reason why I wanted to talk on that is because I am a parent. I do have teenagers, and my teenagers use the Tula face cleansing stuff. As far as I know, it doesn't have anything with retinol. It doesn't have anything anti-aging in it. I would consider that a higher end skincare product, but it doesn't have stuff that I feel is dangerous for their skin. So if you're a parent, I am not going to tell you what to do with your kids, because that's none of my business. But maybe we should be more aware of what our kids are buying. I know sometimes it's hard to stay up on all of that, but being aware of how like certain skincare products are amazing for us as we get older and our skin starts to age. But for young, still developing skin, it could severely, severely damage their skin later on if they use retinols and if they use the anti-aging stuff right now. Like, that's not safe for them. Plus, why would you want to spend that much money on skincare that they don't need? I know it's a popularity thing. I know there's talk of kids getting teased because they're not using it. I know that is a whole different ballgame, and that sucks. It sucks that middle schoolers and high schoolers are still doing that, but we need to protect our kids in all ways, including their skin. So something that I would suggest, if whether you're a parent or a YouTuber or just somebody who interacts with younger kids, maybe you're an aunt or an uncle and you're talking to them about skincare stuff, maybe giving them lessons on like what would be good skincare for them. And if it's because they want the bougie stuff and you're able to pay for the bougie stuff, then maybe we can teach them ones that are still safe for their skin. Just an idea to put out there, because like we need to be an example, and they see us using anti-aging and they're like, okay, well, we should do that. Well, no, You don't want to damage your skin like that. Plus, parents, maybe we should not let our kids that are immature go freely into these stores, because those employees are going to get bad attitudes, and then it's going to go on to other people, and it's not even going to be the other people's faults. I feel bad for the employees, I truly do, but I also feel bad for the kids who are getting teased and feel like they have to do this. Anyway, I hope that this somewhat came together. Next month's will be much more prepared, and next month's will be a little bit more flowy, hopefully. It's been a couple weeks actually since, well, about a week and a half since I've recorded. I'm not feeling the greatest, so I feel like my energy level has been kind of down today. So hopefully this was a video that you like, and hopefully it's a topic you like, and hopefully you'll be like, okay, I'll give this a chance again next month when she's got a little bit more pep in her step. If there is anything that you would like me to talk about in these videos or just in general, leave me a comment below, say hi. I would love to catch up with you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying through to this point. You have no idea how much I appreciate that and how that helps YouTube suggest me to other people. So I want to say thank you, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye-bye.